What up, girl? It's your girl. Let me head back with another reading. It's going to be a daily tarot message using the Essential Tarot deck. This is actually a gift last Christmas. I really appreciate my family for coming through on that one. So, again, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment below should this message should this message resonate with you or for you. And thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, so for the first row, at the bottom we have the Two of Cups, right? So we have the Five of Wands, the Four of Swords, and then the Six of Cups. Okay, and for the first row, there are some challenges that can actually be addressed calmly, and I feel like most of the upheaval or the excitement is really coming from inside, and this is a Saturn and Leo type of energy, so it has a lot to do with fighting, maybe being sober, or wanting to break your sobriety into something. Like if it's something that you haven't been doing or you haven't done in a long time, there could be a lot of nervous energy on how you're actually going to accomplish this goal or get this thing completed or finished, or how you can settle your mind on believing that you can actually do it. This can also be not allowing other people's opinions or their petty arguments to get the better of you, because you know that something deeper is at play, and you don't want to allow your anger or the anger of other people to get the better of you, because honestly it's not even really worth it. Okay, this is about, this energy has a lot to do with being in union with yourself, and you got the Queen of Cups right underneath that here. So this is you being the emotionally mature person and allowing yourself to receive the energy that you're looking to manifest instead of taking on other people's, anger or aggression. So in the second pile, we have the Four of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. So we have two eights here. Okay, and eight is a number that represents cycles and completions, right? Also, karma, money, things of that nature. So we're starting off with the four, which is a number about that is connected to earth and being grounded and being centered. So to establish some kind of foundation, especially one that is going to make you happy or content moving forward, there has to be some spillage of illusions, or maybe more so delusions, on your behalf or another person's behalf that you're trying to partner up with, because the Four of Wands does represent two coming together, the divine masculine and divine feminine energies coming together. So you could definitely feel this energy taking place where you've gotten the receiving mode down pat, and then now you're trying to take action on what you're trying to do next. And I only say it that way because next after the Four of Wands is the Eight of Cups, which means emotionally you're getting over having a certain type of belief system or thought processes regarding what your stability is, how you're going to be happy, what makes you actually happy, and like allowing yourself to kind of dig into that and start a whole new journey with yourself. And then with the Eight of Swords here being at the bottom, it does take a lot of forceful, like I was saying yesterday too, it takes a lot of force, or a lot of, you have to take action towards thinking the thoughts that you actually want to think. Okay, and like Sunny Shy said, like thoughts are like clouds, they're just passing through. Okay, it's nothing you have to really attach yourself to. And I feel like in order for us to, with the second pile, be more stable and more in submission to the good life that the universe has in store for us, like if I'm really abundant, then show me. It does include releasing the illusions of how you see something one way to seeing it something totally different. And that will play on the mind, of course, where it likes to, the mind is pretty tricky. Mercury is a trickery type of energy. Okay, it's the magician. It can go one way or the other. It's the hermaphrodite, right? So the thing about this energy is, and this is a Gemini card as well, this Eight of Swords, is that you, the person that in reality is what's really holding you back from taking advantage of all of the abundance, prosperity, and beauty that is to be held. And if you're living in an illusion of feeling like you are happy and content where you are, but you still desire more, then you have to just accept the fact that you're the one that's holding yourself back in your own mind. So in the last pile, we have the Moon card, Temperance, okay, and the Queen of Swords. All right. So with the Moon in Temperance card, being major arcana, this is definite energy here at work and at play. The Moon card has a lot to do with things being revealed, soon to be revealed information or energies. It also has to do with addressing our fears and allowing what's in the subconscious mind to come up, even dreams especially. And then with the Temperance card, this is a guardian angel energy. This is also an ancestor, spiritual guide that is here, that may be the person in your dreams or giving you these messages. With the Queen of Swords, swords has to do with communication as well. So this is, last row is definitely a great indication of, you know, with the first pile being addressing or what's really bringing issues or problems, or any issues that you may have with your ego, or you may need to set your ego or your emotions or anger even to the side, so you can really, you know, conquer what it is that is growing or that's really beneath the surface. And that way you can find your stability and allow yourself to have an emotional cleanse and get out of your own way, so that whatever dream and direction that your angel guides or your own, you know, spiritual team, where they're trying to lead you to, you're going to be open and receptive to that message. You're going to hear very clearly what's going on, even though with the clouds even in the back, you can't see the full picture. You can only see bits and pieces. Those bits and pieces of whatever that dream was, or whatever, you know, that synchronicity that you keep receiving is, it's meant to be that way for a purpose, because something definitely is coming up and emerging for you. And again, this is a union that's taking place. And then we got the Queen of Cups underneath with the Knight of Wands. So and then the Three of Swords at the bottom. Yeah, so there's some definite changes that are afoot, which we all know right now. Mercury is still retrograde at this time. Whenever you view this message, when you're meant to receive it. But regardless retrograde or not, there's a lot of, you know, mixing and mastering, finding your excitement again after being separated from some things or experiencing some type of loss or endings. Utilizing the wisdom that you received during that period, in that waiting period, that pause period, that is actually preparing you for, you know, this fortune that is actually to come. So don't cry over spilled milk. Just continue to keep your head up and continue to pray, or in other words, affirm what it is that your higher self is trying to show you. Keep allowing your higher self to show you in your physical reality what it is that the divine is needing and wanting from you, and it's going to manifest. It's going to manifest. Okay, so if you are looking for some type of direction right now, if there are some things that you feel like are standing in your way, or if there are some, let's just say, action items or some triggers that are coming up for you when you hit a certain spot in your success, you know, story that kind of stump you, just know that you have the ability to endure, to get over, to push through, and keep contact with your higher sources, your higher guidance system, so they can continue to show you the necessary messages or the necessary synchronicities to assist you with moving forward, so you can continue this soul journey that you're taking, coming from one end to another. Okay, we do live in a duality, you know, type of, you know, reality at this time, but your higher power that's guiding you or teaching you, or maybe you have someone that you can go to who is a guru, and whatever it is that you do, they may have some answers for you. So if there is someone who specializes in what it is you're trying to do, or someone who can actually give you a lot of bang for your buck in some type of way. Taurus is very resourceful, and that the Hierophant represents Taurus energy. Definitely go in that direction. Find the information that you're trying to kind of like narrow down in or zero in on, and then, you know, go to source for the direction on, you know, how you can attain this or what to look for. I would say like more so what to look for, because the how is not really our business as much as you being specific on knowing exactly what it is that you're looking for. Okay, because what you're seeking is seeking. So let's go ahead with the Grandma Baby's Black Gold Lenormand and just get a quick Lenormand card or 3 at this time. Let's see what comes on. I'm looking at all this water right now on my screen out here. Okay, so we got ships, speaking of water. So things are meant to set sail, move forward. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of spades. And then we got the anchor here. Okay, so we're making some type of progress. And then we got the king, all spades. Okay, and spades is related to air. Okay, and this is the king of spades, and we got Lily. Okay, so yeah, so off rip with the ship, the anchor, and Lily, we're definitely moving. There's progress being made, even when you feel like I was saying before, like there may be a bit of a stagnation or a stalemate in the situation. You feel like you're not moving as well as you should, or you feel like you can't move forward because there are some things that just seem like they're just out of whack or out of order, and you don't know if you can move forward. Continue to still make progress anyway. Allow things to work themselves out. The easiest way to solve a problem is to not be fixated on it. Could be solution based, okay? And then with the anchor here, this card does talk about stagnation and finding ways to move on and move forward. But I do see this with the ship, anchor, and the lily too. But I do see this like you making progress, and then you're grounding whatever that idea is that with this air energy that you're trying to build on and work with. And then the lily card talks about being more focused on your pleasures rather than your pain, and see how far that actually gets you. Okay, and at the bottom we have the rider. Okay, and my mother, she used to always talk about how me and my sister, we was always with her, and she would call us her riders, because we was always there, like whatever we was down for, you know, the cause. So it's like maybe you need to look at who is down for your cause, who is willing to work things out with you or work with you, and also be open to understanding that, you know, maybe you have sailed away from people who used to ride for you, but when you get to this place of pleasure rather than pain, you may end up finding that you have more new riders that are coming your way to help you build this vision that you've created for yourself. All right, and again, stay well awake to hear the message that the divine has for you with this Queen of Swords and Temperance at the bottom. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in to this daily message. I hope it finds you well, and until next time, peace.